So everybody, it's Ryan. So I'm going to be calling this, abuse vlog. Well, let's see, there was a man that was named Chris who said, if you show me yours, I'll show you mine, at my mom's house, and wanted me to get undressed in front of him. And my mom didn't take that comment very seriously. But I told my dad and I was removed from my mom's. My mom has been doing drugs ever since I was like 9. She would pass out from drugs and drug use. My mom has schizophrenia like me. I have paranoid schizophrenia. I don't know what kind of... I guess my mom has paranoid schizophrenia. My mom is on Haldol and I get injections for my schizophrenia. My occupation is that I get disability for my schizophrenia. And I believe one of the reasons why I have psychological problems in the first place is because of my family. Last year during the coronavirus, my dad was playing around with my disability money and wasn't giving it to me, and I told him that if he doesn't give it to me, I'll file a report on him and call the police. And I think my dad was using my disability money to go on vacations with it. With him and his girlfriend Margie. And see, Margie is a people coincidence person that is real even though I have schizophrenia. My stepdad is named Tony, my mom's name is Pam, and my brother is named Zachary. It's not like I'm ever going to let random strangers come to my house. But there's a car pusher at this work that I worked at named Tony, with red hair who looks like my stepdad. And there was a lady that was named Pam that worked there, and a boy named Zachary that worked there with me. The people coincidence people have been real ever since I was, 17. And they're real even though I have paranoid schizophrenia. My mom did drugs. My stepdad, abused me, mentally by calling me names like Piggy and Porky and Sissy, and he would call me fat and make fun of my weight and treat me like shit and be really mean to me. And my dad, abused me physically. last year I had a psychosis on the internet, and I got 33 subscribers on the channel I had my psychosis on. And I was hearing voices and having hallucinations, and the people coincidence, people who are my friends are always real, even though I have schizophrenia. So I noticed them and I had a psychosis on the internet. And I talked to my grandmother and my mother about my psychosis, and I felt like I was going to jail after my psychosis. And I deleted my YouTube because my videos had 2 or 3 dislikes on my videos at a time. I had conversations with this one guy. I befriended this gay guy and also this lesbian or bisexual girl during my psychosis. And I haven't talked to my friend James for about a year after my psychosis. And I don't think James even knows that he is a people coincidence person. But when he comes over, I'll show him my friend Carl, who calls himself James Chrono on Facebook. Some of my friends from school are people who are in gangs or things like that. And my psychosis, after my psychosis, I believed I was going to jail because I learned I was charged with a misdemeanor. And I read that you certainly can go to jail for a misdemeanor, because I would talk about my girlfriend who would cheat on me and favor this other boy in front of me and kiss on him in front of me and things like that. Because my life is sad and depressing because I'm an abuse survivor, by my mother who did drugs, my stepdad who verbally and mentally abused me, and my dad who would beat me and play around with my disability money and things like that. So I learned I was charged with a misdemeanor after my psychosis, where I would talk about my girlfriend. And on her YouTube it would say, if you're here because of my ex, move along, I press charges on him for harassment. But she took that off her YouTube channel. And she would cheat on me and kiss on this other boy in front of me who could be in relationships with 2 girls at once. And this boy did something that made him famous, like a 2-star celebrity in the town, and he's able to be in relationships with all kinds of girls. But see, my situation was sad and depressing, so girls didn't like me, and this boy named, his name was Alex, he would sleep with all kinds of girls and be in relationships with 2 girls. Meanwhile, it's been 3 years that I went without sex, and towards the end, my girlfriend did cheat on me, and things like that. But I was swingers with my friends. My friend James, who was a people coincidence person, this other boy named Alex, and I only did 1 3-way with this boy named Ryan. And my girlfriend was performing oral sex on me more than him, because she was fascinated with me more than the other boy named Ryan. And then after Ryan, my 4th 3-way was with a boy named Austin who had black hair, on my girlfriend with black hair that I was with probably 3 months ago. So my family is very abusive, and my dad has a history of playing around with my disability money and things like that, and I don't like my family. And I just share things on Facebook, and I'm afraid to message my friend after my psychosis last year because I noticed his wife noticed my psychosis and unfriended me. It's just I was out of touch with reality and I was hearing voices. And the people coincidence, people are real, even though I have schizophrenia, I don't know. And my family is very abusive, and I don't like my family. And I try to stay out of my dad's way, but he'll come home from work and verbally abuse me even today. So I'm going to be calling this abuse survivor vlog from Ryan.